I think it's safe to say we've entered playoff crunch time here in the MIAA. We're in the final quarter of the season or thereabouts. Teams still catching up to each other on game counts, but today we have the chance to eliminate our first team from the playoffs. Mathematically still alive is St. Paul's, who visits us today. And just with one win this year, 1-13, but if they were to win out, mathematically they could still make it. But if they lose any more points or Spalding gains any, then they will not be able to steal that sixth spot. So we're into the final leg of the season. Calvert Hall, on the other hand, playing for a lot more than that. They're playing for the undefeated season that they've put together pretty well so far, 14-0-1. They've got 5 games to go, and this is one of them today against St. Paul's. And then they'll have LaSalle, which is a non-conference game tomorrow, and then we'll go on to BL. So fairly peaceful stretch for them over the next few games. I'm Luke Dragonette. Joining me in the booth today, Brennan Trentler. And we're hoping to see a nice game unfold that we hope, made us wish it had been a night game.
Yeah, it's a pretty good matchup between these two teams. Calvert Hall, obviously ranked a little bit higher than St. Paul's, but we'll see how it goes today. Again, anything can happen on any given day, but we are about ready to start and get kickoff underway.
Lineup a bit different today. Figure we could touch on that for you. Still Nate Jones, Josh Nagy, and Ben Ramsey in that back 3 spot, but Nolan Prouse and Michael Porter will make the start out at fullback today. Midfield is Luke Burdett, Mason Wakefield, and Alessio's brother Frankie Vitucci in the midfield. The front 3 today is Justin Crow, Ryan Bilal, and at right wing today
we got Will Cole.
Yeah, we've got Will Cole. There we go. And so we get going.
Yeah, and the reasoning for the change in the lineup today is with having to play back-to-back games, back-to-back days. It's going to be a little tough for the starters to, come in tomorrow well rested. If they're playing today, full, 40, 60 minutes. So.
And there it is, first siren of the game. Hope you took under on its first appearance. Not even a minute in. We'll see when we get our first goal today. It's been coming later as of late. But I personally would recommend the under today. We shall see. Very vocal St. Paul's keeper we've got going so far, commanding his players from a distance as Calvert Hall simply keeping possession.
Yeah, and Calvert Hall getting off to a slow start against Gilman on Wednesday, and the first time that these two teams met, also getting off to a slow start. Got the result they wanted with the 7-1 win, but got to start a little quicker today. And we've seen that the last however many games. It's been almost a dozen at this point where, they've only scored a goal or 2 in the first half. So it's been really tough for this team to get goals early and get goals quick and, leaving the door open longer and longer every game.
So St. Paul's will get a throw from the corner here, trying to get out of their own half. They're a little stuck in at the moment. Nice ball from Burdett back to Nagy to keep Calvert Hall with possession.
Yeah, nice to see Burdett back in. Been dealing with a little bit of a sickness the last week or so. Hasn't been feeling too well. So glad to see him back and playing. Most of these guys getting a couple minutes a game. The ones with a lot of play time are Nagy, Ramsey, Nate Jones, and then Frankie Matucci coming in every once in a while, as well as Mason Wakefield, Burdett, Bilal, all getting pretty have decent roles in this team. And there's going to be a first foul of today. So it'll be St. Paul's kick from pretty good distance.
And expect them to go for goal here, given that they've put up 11 goals overall this year in 14 games, plus any non-conference games. I'm not sure if they have any. They might have one. So they've struggled a little bit offensively this year, maybe a lot bit. I would think that this free kick is probably something that they would hope to score on, especially against a defense like this. And that's a solid ball in, headed awkwardly away by Prowse, and it'll be a corner. So a free kick, I guess, from another spot, if you will.
Yeah, Prowse not getting good connection to it. And we got our first corner kick of the day.
Here goes the corner. It's a deep one to the far side. They had someone there. Awkward touch, and now Calvert Hall could get away with this with Will Cole. Cole on the run, outrunning the man on his back, has Justin Crow up high if he wants him. There, he's got it. Crow takes a step, cuts inside, can't cut through the second, intercepted, and cleared away.
Yeah, great first attack by Calvert Hall. Will Cole making a coast-to-coast run off that corner, getting it to Crow. Crow just not the best touch, but it was a pretty good touch. Just, I think, should have gotten it away a little quicker.
St. Paul's have it on the wing. Cole getting back, unable to win the ball. Wakefield for Crow. Crow, strong touch. And he's been dispossessed, but it'll still be a Calvert Hall throw. As that one pinballs in the various railings of the stadium. Solid thrown from Prost there into the left back spot today. He's been a pretty good platoon fill-in wherever we've needed him this year. St. Paul's get away with this one here. Little 1-2. Wakefield unable to cut it out. St. Paul with a bit of possession here.
Good pressure by Wakefield to prevent anything from happening, because there was potential there, and really made a good step. And there's a giveaway for St. Paul's. Calvert Hall gains possession now with Porter on the far sideline. Nice touch from Wakefield. And now Matucci trying to progress up the field.
Here come Calvert Hall up the wing. It's out wide with Cole. Right back for the passer, Porter. And they've got their own little game going, hoarding the ball at the moment. This one's going to be crossed for Balak, and Balak going to touch. Nice save, but the danger's still on. Crow's got to settle it. Here's Burdett. Burdett lays this one off for Crow. Wasn't quite ready to get into running mode, and that one will go out for...
It'll be a corner.
Well, yeah, what seemed like a goal kick, but it'll be a corner.
What a ball from Will Cole. Found the foot of Ryan Bilal, and a great save by Grayson Benson to keep this game tied up and not let St. Paul's go down quick.
So Calvert Hall will get their corner. Wakefield will take a flat one, trying to take it. Oh, no, he's own goaled it. And that will be the first goal of the game today. And if it wasn't that, well, it would have gone in some other way, I would think. But it's unfortunate that Otieno has own goal themselves, and they needed every point and every chance they could get today, and now to be behind by that is going to be painful.
Yeah, I think that's going to go into the book as an own goal. Not sure if Bilal got any touch on it, but it seemed like it was an own goal on St. Paul's.
Calvert Hall away with the ball again. Wakefield lays this one off for Porter, who's streaking his way up the field. Here's Matucci. Over for Nagy switching fields with Ramsey. Nagy. This one all the way up high for Porter. Porter gets a good touch on it. Cuts inside. Patient build up at the moment from Calvert Hall. As Prowse will now cut inside. Doesn't see anyone he likes, so he'll just give it to Porter. Patient still. Now a nice through ball for Cole. Cole could get his cross in. Bilal's pass or shot is blocked away. Matucci keeps it alive in the attacking zone. Sorry, hockey season just started. And now that'll be a penalty, a free kick.
Yeah, that was a great attack from Calvert Hall. Great ball by Matucci to put Cole in, and Cole had a nice cross in the corner. Looked to be intended for Ryan Bilal. So good idea by the Cardinals. Now Porter will put this one in for Calvert Hall.
Oh, he's passed it through the line to Matucci. Matucci crosses it back. 1 foot to it. Now a second. Calvert Hall keeping the pressure on with Ramsey. And used every part of his body there, including his face, to block that one, Burdette.
I love that play call from Calvert Hall. Oh, nice move from Justin
Love the
Crow.
dribble, too. Crow working one-on-one. Going to go right to goal. Nice touch. Good control, and he's earned a corner off of it. That's great individual effort. Corner number 2 of the day. The first one resulted in a goal. How about the second one?
And just in from our outside sources, keeping you updated around the MIAA, Loyola up 2-0 over Curly very early on. They just got underway at 4 o'clock as well, so they're only 5-10 minutes in. Great. I don't know about Loyola doing well, but it's okay.
Yeah, a lot of implications in that game for Curly if they still want to buy. I believe with a Calvert Hall win and a Curly loss, they can't catch us. Not that that was ever likely to happen anyway, but it also puts them in a pretty big hole in catching up to John Carroll, who I'm guessing they would like to, whose spot they'd like to have for a bye. Porter just being creative along the line here. I'm not even sure if that's creative. I think that's the old time-wasting trick.
No,
he's done it well.
It was a smart play by Porter. He's a little bit of trouble. Went for the short corner, did not work out as they would have hoped. But still have possession in a good area of the field. Looking to put this game away 2-0. Porter surveying just outside the box, tries to put one in for the Bilal. A little too much. It'll be a goal kick. And Bilal right there. Just I don't think he could get his foot out enough to keep that one from going out for a goal kick. But good idea from Porter.
And this one getting headed all the way through the Calvert Hall line. Nagy going to have to handle this one. Gets it out wide pretty well. Porter has fouled in trying to win the ball, and it'll be another St. Paul's free kick.
Calvert Hall not handling that punt very well. Getting all the way back to Josh Nagy. And have to give up the free kick. So St. Paul's with the free kick. Ball struck. Here's a chance. Good head ball on the back post by Colin Hook. Now Nate gets it out for a punt. Calvert Hall possession in the midfield. And they're progressing quickly. Bilal now with it. Dribbling around, trying to find people. Moving it well is Calvert Hall midfield. Now Bilal with it again. Bilal with a what great defense by St. Paul's.
You recognize that Bilal has taken one too many touches there, I think. And that's One too many tackles, I think, from Estrada there. He's fouled Burdett. Nagy's passed it over there for Porter. Inside for Matucci. And Matucci dispossessed. Wakefield knocking this one around back for Nagy. Here's a good ball in. Prowse heading this one on, not quite. Corner, goal kick.
A good idea from Calvert Hall. Prowse on the back post, just a little too high. And could get that one back as much as he would have liked. That goal kick gets all the way through Calvert Hall again. And back with Jones now, as St. Paul's is pressing very high, trying to get this Calvert Hall team, catch him off guard.
Yeah, I mean, they're just having fun working on the press, I think. May as well. Porter's pass intercepted. Ramsey will take care of the loose ends of that one. Calvert Hall can relax on the ball again.
St. Paul's had a promising attack there. Just that through ball just not onto anyone. Not sure where it was being played, but it's still a good ball. But nobody on the receiving end of it.
16 minutes into this one. Calvert Hall still has the one goal on the own goal on the corner. We'll see how many more they can get with this modified lineup. That's a nice looking pass from Bilal, but intercepted. Matucci scoops it up. Matucci sending this one for Crow. Crow's in. Can Crow make it 2? Right by the keeper, 2-0. That's brilliant work. Great pass, great finish. 2-0.
What a run from Justin Crow, getting behind the line. And what a ball played into him. And great composure, finding the back of the net, sliding it away. Calvert Hall up 2-0.
They've tried to do the same thing on the other end, but Nagy acrobatically knocking that one down.
Now free kick for St. Paul's. Ball not going to get there. And now Bilal taking on their entire back line, just not the best touch. Goes back there for Benson.
A little more pace on that one, and maybe it's over the goalie.
Yeah, Benson was far off his line. Now, Tieno getting it out wide. St. Paul is trying to get these passes down. A little off target. Just deflected out by Calvert Hall. Their throw in.
Porter's taken too long with that one and been dispossessed. Fortunately, Matucci very good at helping out on the newly intercepted balls and recovering. Wakefield will turn this one inside. Burdette can get out and forcing the defender to make a choice. Finds Matucci. Matucci forward for Bilal. Can Bilal settle this one forward? It was a pretty decent touch, but the defender was doing well too to get there. Wakefield trying to turn this one towards goal. Keeps it in along the line. Cuts it back. Bilal, good save. Good reaction. And the game still goes as Crow tries to settle this one in the box. Dispossessed. And more good savage from the goalie.
What a great save from Grayson Benson. I mean, Bilal on the doorstep. And Benson makes a very, very pretty save. And Wakefield carrying it down the goal line. Beautiful ball into Bilal. And great save by Grayson Benson. Now free kick for St. Paul's as they're getting it up high. Headed on to no one as Jones is there for the save. He'll just roll it out easy to Ramsey.
Yeah, you know he's starting because he doesn't have to do too much strenuous work today, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, I mean, he only has a couple games left, you know. They have Kafer on the bench, the sophomore, and, you know, he'll play the next two years. St. Paul's now getting back possession. Ball played on, and Jones gets it as he comes off his line.
Starting to get the feeling that Calvert Hall could score a lot of goals if they wanted to, but just practicing possession right now.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, you know, all of them want the ball in their foot. They're not really getting the opportunity to play too much. That ball intended for Prowse goes over the end line, and it'll be a St. Paul's goal kick. But I mean, most of these guys, you know, they're not playing too much, other than center backs and goalie and one or two of these midfielders aren't playing much, and you know, want the ball in their foot. You know, want to feel involved.
And that's a Benson blast into the midfield. Wakefield doing Rocco's job and winning that head ball. Wakefield's won the ball but unable to keep possession. Prowse, excellent tackle, knocks it out. Slowing that St. Paul attack down.
Good tackle by Nolan Prowse there, and a good idea from Wakefield to try and be a little crafty with it. Just didn't work out for him in the end.
So halfway through this first half, and Calvert Hall now up 2-0. I think we might have a goal update or something from Loyola Curley.
Not Loyola Curley. It's John Carroll McDonough. John Carroll up 1-0. So the Patriots over the Eagles right now, and that game is at McDonough. So we have 3 games that should be covered today. We have McDonough and John Carroll. We have the Loyola Curley, and I think the final game is Gilman Concordia. Is that right, Dragonette? So yeah, we have those 3 games that will be covered for you. And you know, on Wednesday we didn't have any that were, you know, during 4 o'clock. They were actually surprising that most of them were later in the day.
Yeah, I mean, not that you would care much, but Spalding's also playing boys Latin, but doesn't have too much
really
importance
doesn't
there.
have
Yep.
much, yeah. Doesn't really matter.
Tucci, good work to prevent the back-pressing attacker from winning that one. Nagy looks forward. His pass intercepted, but it's bouncing strangely, and Cole's regained it. Porter takes this one along the sideline for Cole, right back to him, but intercepted. Cole sends this one to Bilal. Bilal turns inside. Bilal's still going. Nice work to keep that one between his feet. And his pass either deflected or misdirected.
Cabral looking a little out of sort in these last couple minutes. Haven't really gotten a strong attack on. You just start working the ball. These wingers and outside backs are really staying narrow, not spreading this field as much as they need. But it's a lot easier to look at that when you're up here versus down on the field.
Crow taking a big touch, but goalkeeper getting on the end of it before he could take a shot at his second goal. This is Nagy launching this one. Wakefield thought that was going to go over the head, but did not. And now a little mistouching here, and Burdett a good tackle from behind to prevent St. Paul from taking advantage of that.
Great tackle from Luke Burdett. Very dangerous position to go in for a tackle like that. I don't think it was fully from behind, but a little from the side, and very dangerous position. Done it a couple times this year and has gotten caught for it, but there, brilliantly executed.
Well, that last exchange ends up with the ball bouncing out to Matucci. Seems to be in the right spot when these balls come flying out of the pinball machine. Nagy's got it here. 24 minutes gone now. 60% of the way through this first half. And that ball was 60% of the way through to Will Cole up top, but intercepted. Porter cuts inside. Crow turns, playing this one for Cole. Can Cole get the inside? Trying to cut in. He's knocked his man down. Right to Crow. Crow looking for two. Keeper can't get to it, but it can't quite find the post either. And it's a goal kick.
Great cutback by Will Cole in the corner. Gets the ball across to Justin Crow. Good spot. Had so much time. And had a defender coming quickly. It's like I think he rushed a little bit, not knowing that he had so much time. Just trying to slot it away, as we saw in his first goal. It's a little off the mark. But, I mean, Benson was just sprawled out. Not sure if he had it covered, and good head ball by Wakefield in the middle. St. Paul's now with possession and given away.
Nice quickness and turning radius there from Ramsey to keep possession of that one.
I think the lacrosse background helps a lot with that.
Yeah, I know.
Bilal now in the attacking third. He's in the corner, puts one across, and not hit well.
He had Wakefield on the back post too.
I just don't think he turned his hips enough. Couldn't get it back across as I think he wanted.
That pass intercepted by Matucci again. Wakefield quick to just send this one right back to the back line. Ramsey will take his time with it. The classic swagger move. Wait till they're right on top of you and then pass it. That one's intercepted. St. Paul's got some possession fairly high up here. He's gotten around Wakefield.
There's Sola. Sola tries to put it across. Can't put it in, and Cabral now with possession. Matucci's been everywhere today. Constantly winning balls in the middle. These loose 50-50 balls just coming right to him. Gaining possession and working quickly to get them out to the wingers and two other center mids. St. Paul's with possession given away. Tucci in a 50-50 battle. Working to get it back. He does. And now Calvert Hall with possession again.
It's got to be frustrating to lose one of those when each player steals it more than once. Can't quite come away with possession. Wakefield cuts it up the wing. Now has to turn it back. Finds his outlet. Or his drop in Prowse. Burdett trapped there. Lost possession. And St. Paul's have earned a kick there. Burdett with another foul. He's probably the most fouled or fouling player today.
Yeah, a little bit of a heavy touch for Luke. And trying to put the ball into space and get the ball out wide. I think he was going for a switch and just had a little too much of a touch. Now Ben Ramsey will clean up that free kick. Fine feet. Mitsuchi gets it out to Porter. Porter running downhill. Crosses midfield. Trying to find somebody. Beautiful tackle. That was Sola. Now St. Paul's with a chance. Ramsey. Great physicality from Ben Ramsey to win that back.
So with a Loyola win and John Carroll win, both of which are looking likely right now, Curley would be stuck with their highest spot being at 4th and would be 4th place at best. So these two concurrent games of Loyola, Curley, and John Carroll Concordia are McDonough, quite important for Curley right now. 10 minutes to go in this game, or in this first half of this game, which doesn't actually affect Curley too much at the moment, but just something interesting to keep an eye on. Size up the field that Calvert Hall is going to have to compete in the playoffs, which a spot that they've long clinched.
And Calvert Hall has one of the easiest schedules in their last couple games.
Yeah.
Oh, what a tackle from Ramsey. Perfect slide tackle. I mean, they have in conference Boys Latin, Concordia, Spalding, and then their last game, final game of the year's away at Curley at 3:30. So that'll be their really the only test that they see the rest of the year.
Yeah, and by that point the game might not matter. Like you said, Curley could very much be out of anything but the 4 seed after today, and Calvert Hall very close to clinching the 1 seed.
It's just crazy to think about how good that Curley team is. Didn't get the results they wanted in Reef Cup, but they have some really good talent on that team. Fortunately, wasn't here then. Had Ethan Knott covering my position as commentator, but just from knowledge, just knowing that team, looking really, really good this year. But I mean, Loyola, John Carroll, Curley are all very comparable teams. Pretty good talent on all 3 sides. Burdett in the middle, looking to find Bilal up top. And a tough ball. Go all the way to Benson as he comes off his line.
There's a heck of a punt.
He got good contact on that one.
Tucci kind of getting a touch. It'll fall for Cole. Cole plays nice scoop ball to Tucci. Tucci hasn't quite read it right, and he's won the ball in the end. Won a foul too, but could have been in more than I think.
And well done by Frankie to keep possession of the ball, win the ball, and earn the foul. And Porter, I think, is going to put this one in, but never know. And he's going to put that one in. Pretty good ball. Benson comes off his line, taking somebody out. And Prowse cannot find the back of the net.
It would have been his first goal of the year, too. That would have been a fun way to score it.
Now substitutions for both sides. for Calvert Hall. Aaron Gleekin and Ryan Henneman come on. Ryan Bilal and William Cole will take a seat. St. Paul's going to play short, working out of the back. Calvert Hall bringing good pressure. Henneman a little hesitant, but Coach Frank giving him the A-OK to pressure Benson in the back. Now Calvert Hall with possession.
Prowse through 2, but not the third. His team are going to be without him on defense, but Crow's done well to get back. Although he has shanked his pass back to Nate. Nate struggling to keep it in, but he does. And in the end, only out for a throw rather than a corner, which I think Calvert Hall will take. Good teamwork there from Nate to help his man out, prevent giving up a corner.
And that's what you want in that situation. Nate really had to get on over to the touch line, make sure that was not going to fall as a corner. A chance for St. Paul's, and cleared out by Calvert Hall, and now Calvert Hall with a chance. A little bit of pushing and grabbing, and
playing advantage, no doubt.
Yep.
But the advantage just unable to develop, and you keep getting fouled. Nice touch from Burdett to get around 1, now 2 through 3. And this time no advantage, straight up foul.
I think you should be.
6 minutes to go in this first half. Another free kick spot, very similar to the one from last time. Porter also taking it.
And there's two quick fouls by St. Paul's. Now this one could be dangerous. Porter's great ball, back post, Prowse. Gleekin just can't get enough of a head on it. Aaron Gleekin right there. Great ball by Prowse. Puts it back in. Not sure if he meant to do that, but it was a great ball to the back post. And Gleekin just not enough on it. Good opportunity for Calvert Hall.
Yeah. Oh, keeper staying on his line, set all that up. And once he did, I feel like he could have taken maybe the half second and not use such a weak part of the body in that case. When the ball only has vertical momentum, it's hard to get much of a head ball on that. Could have used something else, I feel like. Even a kneecap would have done the trick, I feel like.
I mean, there's so many creative ways to, any part of the body. Now Aaron Gleekin, see if he can get his redemption. He's going down the sideline. He stays with it, winning the 50-50. Puts it across, deflected. Wakefield taking strike, blocked. And now St. Paul's with possession. So they fire one up the field. Oh, wow, it's hanging on. Stays in. And Ramsey will kick that one out for a throw-in.
Yeah, no one really in the area, I think, because everyone thought that one was going to go out and didn't bother getting back. But it stayed in.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to stay in. No shot. Ball was hanging on by a thread on that sideline.
Had the right spin. Calvert Hall could be out here. Wakefield on the break. It's a 3-on-3 technically, but we've got some speed up front. Talk about Henneman. Henneman bounced backwards off of him, and he's unable to go forward with it.
I like the opportunity for Calvert Hall. Henneman not making the best run as he was kind of cutting off Wakefield. I think Wakefield had a little bit more time. Good win in the middle by Burdett. Got to get this ball on the ground. St. Paul's now still just bouncing around. I think Matucci will take care of it, bring it back down on the surface.
Burdett cutting inside, trying to get his shot away, blocked. St. Paul's going to try to, nice, solid stuff to keep going. And he's driving forward, trying to set up the run. It gets through, kind of, as Ramsey will scoop it up and set it back for Jones. For a second, I thought that St. Paul were going to have a chance at goal there. 3 minutes to go in the first half.
A great opportunity for St. Paul's. Just not enough on that ball to get through. But a good carry by Burdett. to set up the offense for Calvert Hall, and Gleekin is offsides.
Offsides and found lacking from inside the 6. He's been in the right places, or what's the right way of phrasing that? I guess he's been doing his best, but just quite lacking in the last little bit he needs, I guess.
In the air, it took a while to put his flag back up. I'm not sure what was going on. His flag was down. Usually keep him up. Know for sure that's an offsides, but not putting it up so early. And Matucci will win the head ball. St. Paul's brings it down. Still popping around. And I think Prowse will let it out for a throw. Throw in Calvert Hall with minute 45. Now, substitutions for both sides. Thomas Knock will come in for Mason Wakefield with 90 seconds left to go. For a second, I was about to say one up here, one down there, but Peter Kelly in at camera today for Ethan Knock. Always have to switch it up a little bit around here.
It may give you a new angle, pun intended, on the game.
And Nagy will shield that one out for a goal kick. Now under 60 seconds to go.
A lot of traffic today. Friday commute, everyone getting out of work early.
Busy time, it's 4:45.
Fair.
Now Thomas Knox first touches. It's a completed pass over to Prowse.
In traffic, you might say.
Yeah, had a man on his back. Now Henneman, good turn. Henneman have numbers. Gets it out to Gleekin. Let's see what Gleekin can do. Aaron trying to cut it back into the middle. Dispossessed. And a little fight, a little scrummage on the far side. And St. Paul's will earn the free kick with under 10 to go.
Not much of a free kick. Can't use it for much.
Yeah.
Referee can't let you play on past the whistle anyway. So that ends the first half for us today. 2 early goals from Calvert Hall set the tone for this game, and they've kind of backed off at the moment. Haven't gone for too much in the last 20, 25 minutes. But halfway through another one here at Paul Angelo Russo Stadium. Brian Bilal or the Otieno own goal, take whichever you like, and the Justin Crow finish are the difference in this one. We'll be back in a little bit for the second half. Getting ready for the second half now. Calvert Hall controlling the first pretty resoundingly, I'd say. See how this second one goes. Got some goal updates that we can get into for you once the second half starts. And here we go. Over halftime, I've heard that Concordia now has the lead 1-0 on Gilman. Corley still trails. Loyal lets you nothing. John Carroll now with a 2-goal lead on McDonough. Love having the alumni sources. Very useful to have. Reminds me of Alan McAnally from FIFA. Wakefield going to try one. Keeper just falling to his right, able to scoop it up. No problems there. All right, we've got a complicated trivia question that Trentler and I made up for you during the halftime break. How many pairs of brothers do we have in the Calvert Hall community, of which at least one of the brothers is on the team? And that includes the Booth. Booth counts as a relevant brother. You don't have to be on the team if you're in the booth. But brothers of players that might be in the booth with us, including all of our cameramen that have covered soccer this year. We've got quite a few, I guess. So yeah, there's the challenge for you. That one sent very fast by Henneman. Will Cole not able to get on the end of it. Always confusing when you're Henneman, probably. Wait, they can't run as fast as I can?
Will's got some legs. Will's always been very, very fast. I'd love to see those two race in a 40. See, I'm actually curious if Calvert Hall did a 40, if they did 40 times, what everybody would get. You know, who would record the fastest, slowest, you know. Not going to name names, but I have a feeling who would be the slowest.
Free kick right from midfield here for St. Paul's. Takes the stutter, fires, no targets there. Prowse kicking that one away. Henneman knocking it down. Now dropping back, and he's fighting for the possession, but he hasn't kept it. Shot blocked there by Matucci, and they've got to be careful for it to not go out for a corner. Playing with it in their own box here. It's Prowse. Prowse has still in. I was talking about whose ball it would be, but it's still going. Matucci running up the wing, sends it up for Henneman. Henneman's beating his man. What's Henneman going to do in this 2-on-3? Going to go to goal. That's a jersey pull and a half. And that might have been in the box. Referee probably going to put it outside, but in my opinion, that might have been inside. So, yeah. Dangerous chance here for Calvert Hall.
Yeah, and a yellow comes out for the defender for St. Paul's, and a really good chance for Calvert Hall. I don't think that was in the box. I think it just slightly outside. If this was a Friday night game, a lot of screams and yells from the left side of the stadium would be heard right now. But you know, in something like this, you're probably not going to hear too much complaining. So Henneman will take it. Let's see if he'll put it on net. Oh, nice ball. What a save from Benson. What a good contact from Cole.
He redirected it, got it vertical nicely. Wakefield getting forward, plays it off Henneman. I guess right back to himself in the end. Henneman will dance along the sidelines with it. Oh, he's past one. Just keep it in the corner for now. Sends it up, sets it up for, well, he thought he'd set it up for Wakefield, but didn't quite work out. Matucci tracking one down here. Porter pressing his number's sake. And Matucci's finished the job for him and gotten tackled. That was a brilliant arm tackle. And that's one you might see well executed in a football game.
Yeah, I mean, pulled down from behind, just both hands on the shoulders. kind of a dangerous play. Obviously with the yellow, but a dangerous play, like with injuries to the back, shoulder, collarbone, as he recently came off that collarbone injury, Matucci. So dangerous play, not something we'd like to see.
Porter to hopefully reap the rewards from this foul and yellow card. Solid ball into the back post. Matucci was waiting there, but it didn't quite fall for him. Cleared away. Burdett working hard to keep it in. Nice touch. Henneman, can he win it? Not really.
He was trying to get a shield. And Prowse is going to let that clearance just going to take a couple of bounces out of bounds. Prowse pressured, loses it, and now St. Paul's with a 2-on-5, or 5-on-2. And Cabot Hall gets it outside to Porter.
Porter, nice work. Cole's pass right back for Porter. Porter will have to backtrack on it.
Nice move.
Yeah, he touched that ball a second time before the attacker could even react to the first one. It's always impressive. Flynn can do that about 5 times.
Yeah, Flynn likes that little TikTok move. See it from him plenty.
And he's intercepted it, Crow. Pass for Henneman intercepted, but that was really just that pass away from a chance at 3. Porter's intercepted another one. Sloppy passing here. Cole trying to get around. He risks fouling if he keeps pressing like this. Well, that's not exactly a siren, but that is one heck of a modified muffler.
Yeah. Yeah, Cole in the corner just a little too aggressive. And gets caught for it.
This one's not quite going to make it to the midfield. Wakefield knocking it down. Now this one will reach Cabot Hall's back line. Prowse trying to knock this one down for Tucci. Tucci's going to let this one for Ramsey. Porter finally will get it forward. Tucci can Crow get this playing forward. That one should be a Cabot Hall throw. We'll keep possession up high.
Wakefield was hauling it, getting over to that sideline to be a support with Justin. And Justin able to get the throw for Cabot Hall. One difference that I've seen between this group of guys and the starters is the amount of time the ball is in the air. The only time the ball is ever really in the air is with Josh Nagy. When he puts those lofting balls up to the either the 10 or the 9 or 11, one of those guys. So, I mean, this group is just a little ball's not on the turf as much as coaches would like to see.
I'm getting picked on for my selection of topics currently. I do like soccer and sirens and cleats. Apparently, I should keep it to that. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'll just say that there was a young one on the sidelines who was making me smile.
And Cole gets bodied in that tackle. Tieno, a little bit of a arm extension. Will Cole falling right on the track, which not gonna feel good.
It's rubber, but it's unforgiving rubber.
It's not like turf rubber.
Yeah,
it's like asphalt almost. It's not good. And our first freshman of the day for Cabot Hall, Jackson Rugg checks in for the Cardinals. Love to see him out there. Oh, and no.
And here comes Porter's corner. There's plenty of options there to the back post. Benson up and gets it well. And he's trying to create a counterattack off his punt. Only defenders back are Rugg and Matucci, really, who I wouldn't consider a defender. And he's fouled and trying to win the ball, but he's done well to slow down the attack.
Yeah, and that was a great redirection by Wakefield. I mean, it's always difficult to, make sure that your head ball is where you want it to be intended to go. He did an excellent job of putting it right where he wanted it. And good save by Benson. Probably not the most power he wanted on that ball. On a great ball in for St. Paul's. Cleared out by Calvert Hall. A good chance.
Talk about ball in the air. That one was probably in the air a little longer than Calvert Hall would have preferred. So 30 minutes or just about left in St. Paul's playoff chances. They need a win here. They need 3 goals if they are to stay alive in this most unlikely of playoff bids. But it's fun to talk about. Be the first team to get eliminated. Didn't help that they lost for the second time to Boys Latin in their last game. I think at Boys Latin they lost 1-0. So their second time losing to Boys Latin. Only Boys Latin's second win of the year. And so Boys Latin is above them on the table for that. Boys Latin mathematically a little bit more alive. Henneman knocks this one down. Out wide for Cole. Henneman takes it out wide, could set it up for Porter. Porter surveys the field. Got to get around the first man, then find his options after that. Henneman cuts inside. Henneman's a little bit free. Henneman gets picked up by a new man, just cutting across goal, dispossessed. Goes to ground, but cuts up quickly as he realizes he's not going to get a foul call. And St. Paul's trying to go coast to coast here. Ramsey realizes he can't really shield this one, has to clear it. And a St. Paul throw.
A good IQ play by Ramsey. And didn't want to really chance anything. With Rugg just coming in, first touch might not be there. Has to get into the flow of the game a little bit. Now Rugg does get that touch and ball played out of bounds for Calvert Hall. It'll be a corner. And while we have a little bit of stoppage in play, score update for you. Gilman Concordia tied up at 1 apiece. So Gilman trying to get into the top 6 to get a playoff spot.
Yeah, they're only 5 points out in that 7th spot. MSJ also right there, though. Nate took him 2 tries to finally win that ball, but he's got it in his hand, safe and sound now. Big punt. Everyone has to track back for it. Goalie's out, has to clear it off Will Cole, and he's fouled Cole with his foot. So keeper has to come off, I think. New one suiting up as he's gotten the yellow there for colliding with Cole. And just an interesting situation all around whenever the goalie has to come out of the box, especially when he was as close to Will Cole as he was. Little collision there. Really awkward, but a free kick it'll be. Charlie, what do you think about that exchange?
Both guys playing, coming in for the ball. Not much to be said. That was a really, really hard collision. Cole, I think, okay. Looks to be okay. Just had a little trouble getting up there. A little slow. But I think he's all right. I think they're going to get Cabral going to get a free kick out of it. And a chance. Henneman in scoring distance. He's only 25 out.
See if Henneman can give this one a rip. Great ball. Keeper parries it out. And the fill-in goalie taking care of his job.
Yeah, good save by the goalie coming in. Ned Dodgery, so. And making that save, and he'll come right back out. And then Benson will check back in.
After that save, you may as well just leave him in. Don't want to be risking a red from your goalie. Maybe not. But Porter going to take this corner. A little flat. Front man hasn't really cleared it. That could have gone really badly. Now they'll clear it away. Jones likely to be the recipient of this. Oh, actually, it's not going to make it. Rugg's going to have to take care of it. Now it gets to Jones. Jones playing this one in front of his own goal. Woo! And St. Paul's come away with possession. Up the sideline is Crow. If you recognize his gait. Crow taking this one back for Ramsey. All right, I think it's trivia answer time. We had calculated ourselves 5 brothers. I know it was a confusingly worded question, but we were thinking of the Gleekin brothers would make 1. Ryan Henneman, whose brother was Max Henneman. Well, his brother is still Max Henneman, who was on the team, Max Henneman. And we were thinking of the brother of cameraman Ethan Knock, Thomas Knock, who was just in. We were thinking of our commentator's brother, Andrew Trentler, brother of Brendan, who I would think making an appearance soon. And we had the Matucci brothers, one the manager, one on the field. Wait, no, was that what I had? Nice touch.
Oh, wow.
Put it over the goal.
What a strike from Aaron Gleekin. Closing the hips, putting it there, making the goalie make a save. That's exactly what Aaron did. Well done, and good save by Benson again. And well struck ball by Porter to get it in to make everything happen. But not an easy redirect, as we saw probably not what Gleekin was wanting. And Porter's ball will go over net. Gleekin on it with the back post, with a man on his back, Hook on his back. Hook being a physical matchup between those two, and St. Paul's were in the free kick.
Benson, another free kick from the corner. This one will fall into a sea of red and white. It's going to end up with Calvert Hall, I think. Well, Henneman's played that one in for another 50 ball. Matucci's done well to win that. Stays on his feet, well, until he's knocked down. That'll be a free kick. And he's taken a brunt of physicality today for sure. He's put himself out there. I respect him for that. But he's looking a little bit beat up out there.
And Estrada has to be careful. He has at least 3 or 4 fouls on him. He already has the yellow. So another foul or 2, and could be seeing the red. Not sure if they're going to pull it with this game, the way it is. But still in contention. St. Paul's 2-1 is probably the worst lead to have. Or sorry, 2-0 is the least. Is not the best lead to have. Is there's still the door's still open. So substitutions for Calvert Hall, Bilal and Thomas Knock check in for Mason Wakefield and Ryan Henneman.
23-23 to go, as number 23 will throw this one in for us. That's Mike Porter, of course. Porter getting some space, cutting it towards the edge, gets his cross in. It's blocked, though, and it'll be a throw. Gleekin has his space. No one's on him at the moment. Fires that one to the corner. And from our point of view, that one looked curled for the bottom corner.
Yeah, I don't know if if nobody in the way, I don't know if that would have squeaked in. It looked a little off to the left, but right there. But a well struck ball by Gleekin. They're gonna go short. Porter gonna hold off on putting it in. Now he's got Gleekin. Now Justin Crow puts one in. Ball stays with Calvert Hall. Gleekin now on the far side. His cross deflected. And St. Paul's ends up cleaning it up and clearing it out.
All the way back for Porter again. Here's Thomas Knock for the second time today. Nice one forward for Bilal. Bilal gets it out wide for Porter. Porter in for Bilal. Bilal, big touch. Can he get his cross? He's been dispossessed, I would assume, for a corner. Indeed it is.
A good idea from Calvert Hall. Bilal in the right spot. They're going to go short again. Going real quick. Bilal sending out 3 St. Paul's. Gleekin has time. Chooses not to use it. Gets a quick shot off. Well struck. Right to Benson, though.
Yeah, he's been in the right spot. He's been in the right spot a bunch of times today. I think he almost deserves the goal at this point.
I mean, he's been playing really well.
St. Paul with a bit of possession. Is that Hamilton pressuring him? Yeah.
It's tough to see with the sun, even with sunglasses on. It's tough to see. I think that is Hamilton. Grant Hamilton, the second freshman, out of 4 in this lineup for Calvert Hall. Ramsey clearing it out. And Calvert Hall getting up quick.
Here's Otieno, who unfortunately I think has the own goal associated with his name today. Gleekin's pass blocked.
Parents calling for a handball in the stands here. Good step by Porter. Can't win the ball though, and it'll be a St. Paul's throw-in.
Strong throw along the line, played into the middle. But just a sea of red there that's going to take that one away from him. It's Gleekin. Tucci takes this one back away from the pressure. Porter's got a little corner to work out of, and he'll find Burdett. St. Paul's definitely pushing this side a little bit, and they've got it into the middle where they can turn from either side. Thomas Knock chooses the left. Here's Rugg. Rugg cuts inside. Pretty quick there. Now Bilal. Bilal slips and falls. Gets up, wins the ball. That's pretty good work to defeat the turf monster like that. Tucci goes through the legs of one to keep possession. 19 minutes to go. Knock. Tucci trying to go through a bunch. Unable to keep possession.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. Bilal took a little bit of a tumble there. Really good position. Had many guys on where he was able to lay it off and foul called against St. Paul, so it would be Calvert Hall free kick, middle of the field. About 30, yeah, about 30 out, right? A little less than 30 out.
Depends on how far Porter spins this one out ahead of him. Just a little bit, so. Benson,
as you said earlier, being very vocal. Gets a punch out on it.
And that 34-yard field goal off the yellow upright.
Cabral stays with possession. Porter off to Matucci. Matucci, great ball, back post. Can anybody put it away? No. And St. Paul's clears it out. Another great chance for Cabot Hall.
Yeah, they could have done more with that.
Nagy keeps it alive, and Matucci takes a tumble. St. Paul's, for some reason, keeping it in. Chaos in the back. Somehow get it out.
Chaos is the good word.
I'm not sure what's going on in that back line, but ball wasn't cleared out as they were hoping. Good step by St. Paul's.
Otieno pressured from behind, almost forced into giving up the ball there. Athletic touch to knock it down. Set it up for Bilal. Bilal would have been able to get a touch there. He might have been in. As it is, it falls for Hamilton. Just reading some Gov papers written by Alexander Hamilton in class today. So that makes me think of. And Matucci sets this one down, fires.
Oh,
great
my gosh.
reactions. And the keeper prevents another one from going in. Getting his hands up well. He's done that. More just instinctive to protect his face than anything else, but nice work on all occasions.
Beautiful save by Grayson Benson. I mean, really keeping this game close for St. Paul's. Cabot Hall with over a dozen shots on goal today. Just trying to squeak a third one in.
Yeah, I think if one of those gets in, it won't be a squeaker. It's going to be blasted right by him. To a better spot, though, the one that the goalie can't just put his hands up and block away. Rugg gets that one out wide. Tucci plays it right back to him. This is good work in the middle. And Matucci turns, trying to get this one out wide, but either Hamilton outran it or Tucci didn't put it hard enough. Sorry. Benson under a little bit of pressure. He's going to send this one for the 23, where it'll be a 50-50 ball between the two of them. Nagy closely guarded by his own number's sake. It's like they've matched up every player with their number on the other team or something. Here's Ramsey. Ramsey, his pass blocked, and he can just let this one out for a goal kick. 15 minutes to go in this St. Paul's Calvert Hall matchup. I think the first iteration of this matchup was right after the Appoquinimink game, the back-to-back 7-goal games for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and this is what happened with MSJ on Wednesday. Just keeping possession, 75-80% of the time, but just can't find the back of the net. Can't put points on the board. And they have a comfortable lead in the league on the table, so hopefully it doesn't come down to point differential, because haven't been scoring many but not letting in many, which is a good thing. And I think Hamilton's going to be offsides, not by much.
St. Paul's building out of the back here. Nagy, good step, and he's won that one. Tucci will play this one back for Nagy. He'll send it right back to him. Tucci hoarding the ball at the moment, but now he'll get it off for Bilal, who has to get rid of it quickly, the amount of physical contact he was up against.
It's St. Paul keeping pressure. We have less than 15 minutes left in the second half, and still looks to be pressuring Calvert Hall.
Nagy's going to take a big touch as he surveys the field, trying to get forward. Nice pass all the way up for Gleekin. Little possession box they've got going. Tucci will break out of it towards the midfield. Up for knock. Knock, good through ball for Bilal. Bilal has to be 3. Around the keeper. Keeper, good foot to it. Or not. He's given the penalty as he's taken out Bilal along with the ball. Whatever contact there, I'm not sure. But it will be a penalty with the chance to make it 3-0. So after discussion from the assistant referee who said no foul, he did an interesting angle. From our angle, it was tough to see. They've taken the penalty, and they said, I guess it's just a goal kick or free kick for the goalie. Hamilton's still going. Hamilton cuts it back. Keepers pushed it out for a corner. And let's just say the keepers had a pretty good individual effort today. One goal, an own goal. The other, a 1-0 that you can't really blame him for stopping, given all the straight-up shots he's had to face today. So it'll be a corner. Okay. And here's the high ball from Hamilton. The control he's got on that, if he can get it down. I mean, he's got great height and great power on his ball, so hopefully he can control that in the coming years. Good practice, though. Porter keeping this one in right on the line. Referee being very generous, I think, with what counts as in and out. Technically, it has to be 100%, so really a lot more balls I think should be called in.
A lot of these are right in front of him. It's also a tough line to see with it being that red. Kind of blends in a little bit. Good tackle. Another good tackle by Calvert Hall.
A little half slide tackle there from Rugg.
Yeah, I love to see it. Low center of gravity.
Ball is just unable to go anywhere. Gleekin keeps the pressure on. Can they just clear it? Finally, they have. Calvert Hall get the throw, though. And 1's on the scoreboard. So 11 minutes to go, or thereabouts. Wait for some subs. I think that's Menzie and number 26 coming in the game. Looks kind of like my commentator partner today.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Voice in my ear tells me they might be related. Potentially brothers. Maybe cousins.
Relates back to our trivia question.
Oh, it's true. I spoiled it today. I can't do that. I already gave it away that Andrew and Brendan are brothers. Darn it.
It's been said plenty.
Yeah, but sometimes you might forget. It's also just fun to make fun of myself for not remembering that 26 was your brother.
It's all right.
Ramsey will play this one up for Hamilton. Hamilton cutting this one back. He'll choose to go to the midfield. He'll find Andrew Trentler, who gets a nice turn for his first touch of the game. His pass to Gleekin, well, it made it there, but then Gleekin unable to keep possession of it. Nagy will have to take care of it. Chooses not to get the extra head ball, and he'll get knocked down from behind, earning the free kick. Just a little unnecessary extra contact. I guess that's redundant, but definitely an unnecessary push. So with under 10 to play, he'll have to come out. St. Paul's probably just a little frustrated from their most recent game. They thought they could get Boys Latin, the next worst team in the table, but not to be. Their only win this year did come against McDonough, of all teams, oddly enough.
That was a big surprise, but it was a cool win.
Yeah, McDonough struggled at times, and losing to Spalding in the first game of the season. Just not quite the team they were last year. Just how it goes. Well, as we enter we're beyond the fourth quarter of this game, entering the final moments. We can talk about our football team, away at Gilman today, who is entering the fourth quarter. They up by a little bit. Chandler, what's the score of that game?
I believe 35-28.
35-28 as we enter the fourth quarter. Calvert have the slim lead there. We'll see how they do. Still going. Good touch by Menzie. And St. Paul's finally able to clear it out, but Calvert Hall still have the throw in possession with 8.5 to go. Hamilton double teamed. He's won a throw though. Nice work. Nice work to win this one along the line. Dishes it out for Thomas Knock. Sets it up for, who's that?
It's some weirdo named Trentler.
Gleekin back for Andrew. Back to Gleekin. Gleekin, I think he's earned a corner. He has. All set up by some nice dribbling along the line by Hamilton. And then a nice dish out to Knock.
Yeah, Andrew had some space. Probably could have gotten a shot off there. A little heavy of a touch.
Porter fire. That's a great ball in. No one there. Gleekin got a fire. That was certainly on target, but blocked. Almost the inevitable result with 10 bodies sitting in front of the goal. It's unfortunate.
I mean, I don't know how Aaron Gleekin does not have a goal today.
Yeah,
He's
I know.
had so many shots. Don't have the exact stat, but so many shots on goal. Some really, really pretty ones, too. Oh, and Rugg. A little bit of space trying to get through a couple guys. And now Hamilton taking it. I feel like I'm getting deja vu. Hamilton takes a strike at net and a goal kick on the far sideline.
He was trying to embarrass the goalie there, trying to beat him at his near post from such a tight angle. Honestly, almost got it. It's tough to kind of dive in place like he had to there.
Yeah, Benson had to get down quick and he did exactly that. Calvert Hall going to go short, and they're going to be on sides. Front post a little late to get off and Calvert Hall is going to pretty much reset. Rugg firing a ball. Still bouncing around.
The amount of times I messed up the whole offsides thing with the corner in FIFA is quite actually in real life too. It's embarrassing. You know, like once the front man is off the front post, you can't pass it back to the guy who passed the corner and oops.
I mean, there were a couple times, like I remember playing club, where teams would like keep a guy like for like a free kick, like in just like for maybe like 20, 25 out. They would keep a guy on the front post, so you could just go like right in front of the goalie, which wouldn't make much sense. But I mean, I feel like that's the whole point of a wall. You know, to have the ability to have any chance of an offsides, but you know, still protect the little portion of the goal.
Under 5 to play in this 2-0 game that's been 2-0 since the 16th minute. Neither team able or interested in doing much, I guess. Well, one team interested but unable, and the other team able but uninterested, I'd think, in scoring another goal.
And I'm surprised they've kept Ramsey and Nagy in for this long. With them playing again tomorrow, I mean, not doing a lot of running, but still, you know, you could have some bumps and bruises that could affect the game tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it is a nice touch, but it is a 2-0 game. Never know the odds of them getting 2 goals. This one played in the direction of Gleekin. Gleekin's on sides. It's going to be hard to keep this one down, and he can't quite keep it in. It's a goal kick. So close to keeping that one in, but not to be.
Good chance for Calvert Hall. You know, with 4 minutes left to go, just trying to find trying to find a second half goal.
This one poked nicely in Gleekin's direction, and he'll just let St. Paul's knock it out on themselves for a throw-in. St. Paul have a little 2-on-2 motion here while Trentler gets back to cover. Working on Ramsey here. Cuts inside. Trentler's going to slow him down. Nice slide tackle from Ramsey to win the ball. It's another good slide from him today. This one played in the direction of Hamilton, but Hamilton unable to get to it in time.
And Trentler a little sluggish to get back there. Not really getting back as quickly as he possibly can. I've seen better out of him. Just unfortunate.
Still no sirens since that first one, I think, at the beginning of the game. We've heard some interesting radios cranked to full volume and a muffler or two. But not too many sirens.
Haven't seen any tickets been given out either.
That's good. Gleekin looking for his own shot, I think. This one blocked again. Cleared straight up in the air. It's going to be a 50 ball in the box. Gleekin comes down with it somehow. Sends it for Hamilton. Hamilton could get one. Keeper will stretch out that dive, make it look nicer. And they could get it up the wing. 2 minutes to go. Trentler going to track him down. And he's forced that pass into nowhere. 2 minutes to go. Nagy has it. Can probably waste the last 2 minutes without leaving this corner. It's not like anyone's going to stop him.
He's going to just let it roll out for a goal kick. They're going to walk it over to take it. Nate, very good at wasting time. Seen it all throughout youth soccer, and used to be a teammate of his.
Nagy will play this one back for Jones, and I think we're just going to see some possession for the last 90 seconds. Hamilton touches this one down, sets it back up for Ramsey. Little freshman to senior action there. Maybe one of the few touches that they're ever going to have between each other. Over for Nagy as we get ready to enter this final minute of this game. Over with Ramsey. This ball's not going to leave 20-yard line or so. Or here it goes. Forward for Hamilton. Hamilton just going to take it right back, though. And back for Ramsey. 40 seconds to go. And as this game comes to a close, we start to reconsider those playoff shifts. Cabot Hall should get to 46 points with the win today. 15-0-1. They'll just have 4 games left. Only one conference game left at home. That's senior night next Friday. And their next overall game is tomorrow. Nice touch from Gleekin there, playing it off his head. But next home game, LaSalle tomorrow. Hopefully you're able to join us for that one. Nice Saturday game. Team joining us from PA. 3 seconds to go. They'll play one last ball, let it through. That'll end today's game. Spalding, or what am I saying? St. Paul's falls 2-0 today, and they'll fall to 1-14 overall. Calvert Hall improved to 15-0-1. Interestingly enough, Calvert Hall play BL as their next conference game at BL, but then after that, both teams have the next 3 games. Both teams playing Concordia, Spalding, and Curley as their next 3 games, interestingly enough. Not too much to break down for you in this game. It was definitely a good broadcast. Trentler playing all the right tunes today.
Of course.
To make this stadium a little more lively in this 2-0 win that, well, we were all kind of expecting. Gilman, actually, as we live update, Gilman taking the lead. Taking the lead. It's over. Gilman defeating Concordia, coming back from down the opening goal. So they'll push their way closer to Spalding, who's not looking to. They'll get the win against BL, but they've got a fairly tough schedule left. And so I think that should just about do it for us today. What else do you have to say, Trentler?
I mean, all around effort for both teams. Not there. I don't think the amount of goals Cabot was looking for today. I think was looking for another one of those 7-1 victories, but the ultimate result is what they wanted: stay undefeated in the MIAA, and we will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock here against LaSalle High School, and that should be a really good one out of conference for Calvert Hall, their final out of conference game of the year. So that will do it for us this evening. I'm Brendan Trentler alongside Luke Dragonette, and have a good night, everyone.
See ya.